Hi, everybody, and welcome to another one of our drafts. We're gonna kick another one in here. We're still on summer vacation. Got a little bit extra time tonight, though. Oop, dropping cups and stuff. But we got a little extra time, and we've been away for a little while, so we're gonna try another draft. So jump in here with some gold, and let's see. Germany, or I haven't really liked the Japanese all that much, so I think I'm going to go with the Germans this time. Ooh, and some good ones right off the top. Um, hmm. Stug is a nice kind of mid-range unit. I like the 3J. Just a rock solid unit. And that's kind of what I've noticed has been really good in a lot of these draft decks. It's just like tons of rock solid stuff. So let's go with the 3J. Um, I on principle I'm not going to take the U375, so we'll take this blackout. All right, and then we have some specials here. Well, again, on principle, well, I don't want to take that. Now we'll take this missing instead, just on principle. Let's see. Do we want to go with a mono deck or throw somebody else in here? Hmm. I like the Americans, and the Germans usually have lots of expensive stuff, and the Americans usually have good planes to complement these tanks. Americans have pretty good infantry too. Throw the USA in there. Alright, so we can get some tempo or a wildcat. I think we're going to take these half tracks. Okay, interesting pick here. Um, hmm. Two liberators or a junkers. Or this howitzer. Well, I think the howitzer can do more for us. Let's take that howitzer. Alright, we're going to have some really nice mid-range stuff here, so keep an eye on our curve. We're really heavy on 3. Liberator doesn't do that much. I think I'm going to take these 109s. And then maybe we take this Panzer 3E and just keep looking for blitz tanks. Greyhounds and Panzer 2As. Or fully repair all friendly units and draw a card. We do have some kind of nice planes here that are probably going to take a beating. Or Nebelwerfer is always good. Let's go with this 3E though. Let's see what happens. Alright, we'll go with a 7th Regiment here. Okay, and I think we'll take a Panzer G, sure. Okay, well, this 3E pick is kind of looking a little suspect now, but Stug is a pretty solid little unit. Jaeger Panther's a little expensive. We have tons of 3s already, so let's throw a Stug in there. They really want me to take these U375s, huh? Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm taking Nebelwerfer instead. Alright, then we get a Death from Above or 3 Jaeger Panthers or 2 Blackouts. I think I'm going to take the removal order here just because it has a much bigger impact. Ooh, okay, now we get a plan. Now we get game plan with these 110s. I'm going to rush up to that front line, hold the front line, and then just drop these 110s in behind. Let them grow? Sure, let's do that. Okay, Volksgrenadier really good at holding the front line for our 110s. Alright, and then we don't have any card draw yet, do we? So I think one mobilization is kind of just what the doctor ordered for this deck. So let's put a mobilization in there. Ooh, we can get another 110. I don't really like either of these, so we'll take another 110. Alright, Panzer 4F2. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll always take a Panzer 4F2. Alright, now we have a War Machine, a We Can Do It, or a Breakthrough. Breakthrough, it's just not impactful enough for me. Plus, we also have tons of big tanks, so we don't really have to worry about guards all that much. I think we want a We Can Do It here. And now we're just looking for this bottom end, that 1 and 2 area of our curve, just so we can get up and hold that front line with some nice stuff. I mean, we'll take another mobilization, I guess. Alright, Panzer 2A is exactly what we want. The more of those we can get, the better. These Cadet Nurse Corps could be pretty good too. And I don't think we are going to need much more top end stuff. Our top end looks really nice right now. So we'll take this Cadet Nurse Corps. Alright, and then we get some flak tanks. Sure. Because we want those 1 and 2s. They go well with our Panzer IIIe. They set up our 110s. Yeah, we'll take those flak tanks. Ooh, another Panther G or a torpedo attack. I think we're going to take this Panther G just because he's a big, beefy problem for our opponent to deal with. Curve looks really nice. I think I'm going to take this howitzer over another 109 just to keep our curve considerations going. Alright, we're getting a little aggressive here, but I like it. I like where we're at. I think I'm going to take this 35T over another Nebelwerfer. Combined arms would be pretty good, but these 463rds, I think, gives us something to do early on our curve. Could be trouble for our opponent to deal with because of that 1-3 body. So let's take those. And there we go. We get a little bit of a payoff with these 4 Pioneer battalions. We'll take those. Sudden Strike, sure thing. We'll take that. Ooh, and then this is our last pick. Okay. So we only get 1 elite out of the deal, but when a friendly unit destroys a unit during your turn, gain 2 credits. Meh. Enemy doesn't gain credits, allowed to draw a card. Meh. I think we're going to take this Leopold just because it completely just destroys other game plans out there. It's such a game changer. So we'll take a Leopold. Doesn't really fit into what we're trying to do, but you know, our game plan right now, get to that front line, hold the front line, and then find either our planes to come over the top. We got this 75 mil, or some big tanks, or these 110s, or we just find the Leopold or just roll them with big tanks. Yeah, I think we could do. I think this looks okay. Let's give it a try. We got a lot of units. We got 31 units in this deck, which is pretty good. I like having more units than less. So our first competition up here is Nucleus. We don't want that. We don't want that. I don't think we want any of these. We want our nice low-end stuff. Okay. A meh starting opening hand here. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. This missing will be interesting. See if we can get anybody with it. Alright, nothing for our opponent. I mean, we might as well turn it on. We're not going to be using our credits on anything else. Alright, a U-375, sure. One of my least favorite cards in the game, but that's okay. We'll go with a 109 here. Even if this is 109 soaks up a removal order, that's fine, because we're going to drop this Panther next turn anyway. And that could be a lot of trouble for our opponent to deal with this early in the game. Alright, so they got a Stug. Well, I think we turn our missing on and we get an attack in at the HQ. Sorry, I counted wrong there. I thought we were on 5. We're only on 4, so Panther comes down next turn. If this Stug moves, then we can blow it up with missing. You know, 109, peck it in every turn. That's pretty good. I mean, I think what I want to do is actually this 2A, put it in the front line, and then just keep peppering away with this 109 here. And go with the Panther on turn 6. We'll see if we get there, though. Tactical strike, alright. Okay, well, in that case, I think we're going to drop the Panther now. Get it out there on curve, just because I think that's going to hopefully make our opponent panic. We'll see what happens, though. Oh, shoot, I forgot the Stug does that much damage. Well, too late now. That's okay. We got a howitzer here, and we could drop a Panzer and move it to the front line and attack with it. Use up all our credits. Have a nice defensive 75 mil. Alright, so they use a gunship mission, sure. I mean, we still got this mobilization we can pop off, so even if we fall behind on cards, I'm not too worried about it. All right, a 463rd. We really want to see that at a different time than now. So let's go with a mobilization. See if this turns us around at all here. All right, so we get a 4 Pioneer Battalion. All right, let's drop that 4 Pioneer Battalion out there. That holds these Panzer Grenadiers back. Made a mistake with that Panther before, though, but what are you going to do? Too late now. Alright, so Panzer 35T. Alright, so our 2A got some work in for us, though. Alright, reinforcements. Our opponent has a nice deck. Okay, we get a 2A, or a Panzer 35 of our own. So, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go with a Panzer 35. I'm just trying to do some math here. So we need at least 1 credit left over, because we can't attack with this 463rd anyway. So yeah, we should be okay. So we're going to go 463rd, then we're going to go Cadet Nurse Corps. We're going to take out the Panzer Grenadiers. We're going to take out their Panzer. We're going to take that front line back. Then next turn we can go with a We Can Do It. Alright, another gunship mission. Sure, this that 4 Pioneer did a nice job. Alright, a Pak 38 and a Stug. Okay. Okay. So we can't move this Pak 38. Well, I like a We Can Do It here. Alright, let's move to the front line. Let's see, that'll give us a 3-4. So this does triple damage, so it'll do 3 to it, so it survives that, so they still have to take it out with a Stug. So let's do a We Can Do It. They have to invest a lot of resources to get through. Well, let's just take out the artillery. We survive it, and we're in a similar position to what we were before. Let's turn our missing on just to have it on, just to use up all our credits. Alright, so we trade off with their Stug, that's fine. And an Annihilation, okay, that's a little frustrating. Alright, so we get a flak tank though, that's not bad. Alright, so our flak tank chews up a Careless Talk. Alright. Let's go with another Panther, excuse me. Then we'll turn this missing back on. Hopefully they don't have like a death from above or something like that. That would rain on our parade. Alright, they have their own Panther. They have their own Stug. Okay. Well, I think we're going to try and induce an attack here. Play possum a little bit. And try and take something out for free. See if our opponent will run into our missing. They do. Okay, so we get one of them. That's good. We might have to trade Panthers here. We'll see if our opponent's into that. Alright, so they take out our 109. Sure. Alright, and they have a 110 of their own. So they're on like the same game plan that we are. Let's use our blackout. Pin that. Alright, then we get a 980. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to take care of their Panther. And we're going to get some attacks in at their HQ, drop a 980 out there. Alright, so they like have like the same deck that we do. Trouble is we don't have any removal orders right now in hand for this Leopold, so we almost need a Leopold of our own. This is tough. Because if we put any of our units out, they just get picked off by the Leopold. So we're playing like the mirror match here. Yeah, I mean, we need our own Leopold basically off the top. So, bad confluence of events for us there. Alright, well, the Panzer 3J also takes out the Leopold. We kind of needed this last turn, though. That's frustrating. This is going to be a frustrating loss here. Alright, I mean, we got to drop. We have to protect this 3J. It's the only thing that can trade with the Leopold. So we almost need our own Leopold to turn this one around. Oof. Alright, our opponent's pretty much got this one locked up. We're in major, major trouble here. Death from above is interesting. Maybe we can get lucky. Well, I don't think we have much of a choice. We'll play the death from above. We get the Leopold. But now they have this Dornier. So we're going to have to discard a card too. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Alright, so we discard our 109. Taking tons of damage. We need our own Leopold here. That's about the only thing that gets us out of this jam that we're in. And we don't get it. Alright, well, let's play out our hand. Because then we don't get hurt by the Dornier making us discard. So it's Leopold or bust for us. Well, I guess they had it anyway. Oh, no. They decided to forego the win, but Leopold or bust. And we get a sudden strike. Not going to get the job done. Let's see, we can take out the artillery. Take the front line, but that's going to be the ball game. I mean, it was essentially a mirror match, and they drew their cards in the right order, and we drew our cards in a little bit different order. So, oh well. Alright, hopefully they don't play with their food too much. Alright, well, good game there against our opponent. I mean, we weren't out of it. They got some good, they got some good top decks, and we didn't, so that happens. Alright, so Freakish Ocean 26 is our opponent in this one. We are on the play again. Let's throw this mobilization back. We want to draw that later. Alright, so we got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That's good. Alright, so let's see if our opponent does not move into the front line. That's good. Good for us. So let's get a little aggressive here, get some attacks in at their HQ. Alright, so they'll go with a From the People. Okay, good to get that out of their hand early. Happy with that. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go with a... Well, let's maintain battlefield control here, and let's get rid of that infantry. Alright, more infantry coming in. Alright, and they got an I-16 as well. Okay. Well, we can pin the I-16 and draw a card. I think that'll be helpful for us. Ooh, a T-19, huh? Okay. Let's get a 109 out there. 109 can eat up that I-16. Then we can get our howitzer down, maybe? Or maybe we just drop our 7th Regiment next turn. Alright, so frontal assault for our opponent. So we know they have a bunch of light infantry in their hand. And then a war production. Alright, so they're still at 4 credits. All right. Another I-16, so they kind of dumped their hand there. Okay, okay. We get a 75 mil, though. Okay. Well, let's take out one of their I-16s. Let's take out their infantry, and then let's drop our... do we want to drop this howitzer? I think the answer is no. I think we want to hold on to our howitzer. So we actually want our opponent to move both of these infantry to the front line, because we'll drop this 463rd and we'll get a nice 2-for-1 out of it. I mean, unless they attack it, which they do. So good play by our opponent there. Alright, they have a 76 mil. Alright, well. That's trouble. Okay, well, let's see. Let's get rid of their I-16. So it takes care of that. Let's get a 7th Regiment out there. 7th Regiment can take a whack from this howitzer and get the smoke screen off of it, but it can also tussle with these light infantry for a little while. Even if we don't get the trigger off of it, I think that's okay. Alright, frontal assault for our opponent. Still tussle, though. Alright, and a naval brigade. So we just got to find some removal, and we'll be good to go. Alright, a Volksgrenadier. Okay, that'll help. Well, let's take out one of the infantry. Then well, I don't think we want to drop that one just yet. Let's drop our... Volksgrenadier or 109. 109 would trade with their light infantry, so I think we're going to go with a Volksgrenadier instead. And now I think we'll drop our T-19. Our opponent's down to 1 card in hand. So if we can get some trade, like if we can get this Volksgrenadier into the front line, I'm feeling pretty good. And we can start putting this T-19 to work. If they decide they don't want to attack it, you know, we can start doing some serious work for us. So they attack, so we'll get trade there, and they do go after our T-19. We figured they might do that. Alright, and an OT-34, okay. Alright, so we get our Panzer IIIJ. So let's take out their naval brigade. Then let's go... I think we're going to go 109, 109 here. So they can't take out both of the 109s. They go after our infantry instead. That's fine. Okay, so not exactly in the position that we like, but not in a terrible one. Let's see, we gotta, well, we actually might be in a pretty terrible position here. So we'll see, 6. Alright, so let's go with our Panzer. And let's nab this OT-34. And we can still get the howitzer out of here. And we can use this half-track to give us a little breathing space if we need it. So hopefully they don't drop any big haymakers on us here, otherwise we're in trouble. Okay, so just a little guy, that's fine. Alright, see if they go after our HQ and they drop an LA-5 out there. Okay. So, opponent is empty-handed, which is good. So I think what we do here is we take out the howitzer. We're going to put the LA5 back in their hand. And we're going to take out the 2 infantry. And then we're going to drop a 75 millimeter. So now we have our own artillery, which can hopefully rally us here. Depending on what our opponent's got going on, too, of course. Alright, 84th. They don't guard their LA5, though. So let's take out this infantry. Let's rush in here and take out this LA5. And I think we're going to take out this light infantry as well. It slows their advance. It gives our artillery a little bit more room to operate. Alright, so more infantry for our opponent. And we'll trade off a 109 to take out these 42nd rifles. They don't even move them. Wow, great. Okay, well, I think we're going to move this BF 109 to the front line. The battalion doesn't help us here, but we can drop 2 110s in behind it. And let's see, let's soften up that 84th infantry. Pass the turn. So now we got 2 growing 109s behind it. So we're going to make a trade there. See if we can get the 75 mil to keep the pressure on. Alright, so they move to the front line. Both to the front line. Okay. Alright, we get a flak cannon, sure. Alright, we're going to take out the 84th. We're going to take out these 42nd rifles. Drop our flak tank, move it to the front line, give it an extra point of defense. And then we're going to take out this 42nd guards in the back here as well. And we're going to get an attack in at their HQ. So now we're empty-handed as well, but we got some growing 110s, which are going to cause them a lot of trouble. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, so they have a guard tank here, this T-70. Alright, so we got to take out the guard tank. Now we're just going to throw some bodies in this front line. And I think we've rallied to win this one, and we have, so the opponent picks it up. So that's good for us. Good win there. Good win. Alright, so another one up here. This time we're up against maximum effort, so we will also do our best to give our maximum effort. Alright, so a 593rd JASCO. Okay. interesting to see that to start a match. Sure. All right, gunship mission's fine. Happy to get it out of our opponent's hand, especially with this Nebelwerfer coming up later. Alright, so opponent might have just forgot to hit the button over there. So we'll just wait a second here, or they're just thinking over their next play. Alright, so we get a Stug. Let's drop our Stug. It's got a smoke screen, so that's good. Alright, so next turn, how are we going to do this? Well, I think we got to take out that Engineers Battalion. Alright, another gunship mission for our opponent. Alright, well, let's see. I think we're going to get this Nebelwerfer online, kind of punish our opponent a little bit for chewing up their gunship missions early. And if they come back with an artillery unit, then we can hopefully scoop it up with our Nebelwerfer. Alright, so plenty for our Nebelwerfer to munch on here. Okay. So we're going to attack here with our I forgot what those guys are. What are they? 463rd. Then we can Nebelwerfer away the unit that they had buffed there, the 10th Engineers. Our opponent's down to 1 card in hand. And I think we're just going to take out that 17th Infantry. Since our opponent's so low on cards, I'm just going to try and control the battlefield here a little bit. Alright, War Bonds. Sure. Okay, so here, see, I think we're going to go with a flak tank. We can't do any, damage dealt to their HQ is reduced by 1, so we can't do too much with that just yet. We can do a couple of points though, or at least 1 point. Then next turn we'll move up this 463rd and get a nice boost with our Pioneers. And we can drop our pack howitzer behind it. Alright, so Corsair for our opponent, sure. Alright, so let's move up our 463rd. Let's stick to our plan. It's a good plan. We're going to injure this Corsair. And let's put out a 109 instead. Because the 109, the pack howitzer is a little more important than a lone 109 would be. Alright, so opponent makes an interesting play there. Alright, they have a Marine regiment, sure. Unity is strength, okay. Ooh, we get a cadet nurse corps though. Okay. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Well, first I think we're going to move up and take the front line. I'm going to probably ram this flak tank into the Corsair. Yes, we get 2 for 1, but I think it makes a bigger difference. We're going to get, okay, that has smoke screen, so can't really attack the Marines just yet. Alright, I think what instead we'll do is we're going to drop this Panzer, move to the front line, and attack their HQ. Now, this Corsair has to make a decision. It'll probably go after this Panzer and then it'll nab something else, but we have more bodies out there, and this Cadet Nurse Corps can come down. We can drop the 75 mil and the Cadet Nurse Corps and make a big difference. And if they want to injure their Marines, we're fine with that. Alright, they're going all in on the Marines. Okay, so trade there, and then we lose we're totally happy losing that 4 Pioneers. We got lucky there. Alright, so we get another flak tank, that's great. Let's put our flak tank in the front line. Let's... Do I want to go with the Nurse Corps here? Yeah, I think we're going to go with the Nurse Corps here. It lets us get a little bit more damage in on the opponent's HQ. It's going to really... This Marines is going to... It's going to take them forever to get through this. Oh, a little bug there. A little bug there for our opponent. That's too bad. Alright, so let's keep the pressure on their HQ. Let's get our missing going, and let's drop this... do I want to go with the Panzer or the Howitzer? I'll go with the Panther. Let's go with the Panther. It causes more trouble for our opponent. Because now we have a super fast clock on our opponent here. Alright, so the bug works in our favor there. That's too bad for our opponent. Our last one is a Junkers. Okay. Alright, well here we're going to take out this Junkers. We're going to take out this Engineers Regiment. And we're going to drop another... We're going to drop our Howitzer at this point. I mean, I have to figure we're going to get a trade here for... But this Panther will have turned into a 2-for-1, so we'll take that. And we get rid of their strongest unit. Oh, actually, my bad. We have heavy armor. So, drop our 110. Take out their artillery. Nom on their HQ. And let's get this missing just to be safe. And I think we're going to pick up our second win here. And yeah, let's just get the win. Now the enemy surrenders before we can get the win. So another good win there for us, though. We'll take it. Alright, so another one here up against Big Bad Wolf. And we'll throw that Panzer IIIJ back. We don't really need that. Alright, we get a 2A instead. We'll take that. Okay, we'll put our 2A out there. Hopefully this 2A will pick us up a 2-for-1. That'd be nice. Alright, looks like our opponent just put on some countermeasures. So, okay, unexpected resistance. Yes, that is unexpected. But better to get it out of our opponent's hand than to have it pick off something important. Alright, Stug for our opponent. Or, excuse me, 5th Brigade. I was looking at this Stug. Alright, let's go with a 109. We can always sudden strike this 5th Brigade. Panther's so big on turn 5. It's a big body on turn 5. Alright, Nebelwerfer for our opponent, sure. Okay, so what we'll do instead is we'll sudden strike the Nebelwerfer. And then let's get an attack in at that 5th Brigade. Soften it up. Alright, Blockade. Ooh, makes our Panther very expensive, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, let's get our Stug out there. I don't really want to trade this 109 off for a 5th Brigade, so let's pass. We'll move our Stug up, and then we'll get our 110 going next turn. Alright, Jägerpanther for our opponent, sure. Alright, so let's get our Stug into the front line, get our 110 going. Make our Stug a little beefier. Doesn't really matter as much because this Jägerpanther can just punch right through it, but still go hold the front line, and then hopefully we can get this Pioneers up there too. Alright, we don't really care about a Nakshub. Alright, good play by our opponent there with the dive bombing. And now they get a credit boost as well. And a Reichsbank. So they got a pretty beefy turn coming up next turn for them. Okay. And this big thing has ambush, so... So, what are we going to do here? I think we're going to take out this 5th Brigade at this point. Might as well. If they want to trade off a Jägerpanther for a 110, we're okay with that. We'll throw this Panzer out there as well. Maybe they want to make that trade instead. Or maybe they just want to start going after our HQ. I mean, that's another option for them. Alright. So they hurt all of our stuff pretty good with a Eagle's Claw there. Okay, interesting. They did it for the credits, I guess. They did it all for the credits. They have their own Panzer IIIE. Alright. Ooh, we can do it. Okay, yeah, well, we can do it. Alright, let's... then we can take out their 3E and keep ours living. Alright, Wolfpack. They get our blackout, but that's okay. Alright, they do start going after our HQ. Okay. Well, we can just drop this Leopold on them. Let's do that. Now, a nice clean board to work, or battlefield to work with. They put the Jägerpanther back out, but we can just smoke it. Sure. Alright, so let's get rid of that Jägerpanther. Let's take this front line, attack that HQ, and attack that HQ. And we'll get this 463rd out there. So Leopold coming through there, really turning things around for us. Other Eagle's Claws. All of our stuff survives, though. Alright, and they have a Panther. So let's take the Panther out with Leopold. Move another body into that front line. Keep the pressure on. Ooh, mistake by me there. And, yeah, let's drop this Panzer, too. Might as well. Get lots of lethal threats out there against our opponent. So that Leopold kind of, like you saw in our first game, that Leopold can really turn a game around. So, good win for us. Alright, so kind of our new important game here, because this will put us over 500. We got those 3 wins already. Alright, throw all these Panzers and Panthers back. Hold on to the Stug, hold on to 109, see what we can get. Alright, so we get some nice good low drops. Alright, let's get the 463rd out there, because we can get the first attack in with it. Okay, end the turn. Alright, so it looks like our opponent just put a countermeasure on here. So since they're playing the Americans don't have a lot of countermeasures, and then we also got to think that it's probably careless talk since they're playing with the Germans. So we're going to stand pat, make them waste their turn. We waste ours, but... Alright, so they have U-375. So we use U-375 instead of to take out... So we take out a U-375 with our Panzer, instead of losing it to a careless talk. Sure, that's fine. We'll throw this 109 out there. So, I mean, either a careless talk or U371. We'll make that trade for a Panzer IIA, sure. Alright, Volksgrenadier for our opponent, sure. Ooh, okay, now we got a 110. Okay, I think what we're going to do here is drop this 7th Regiment out there. 7th Regiment can rumble with whatever our opponent has going on. And then a Nurse Cadet Corps on a 7th Regiment. Or we can drop this flak tank and move it up soon and get a 110 going. Yeah, we'll take all those options. Alright, 35T for our opponent, sure. Alright, going after our HQ, that's no problem. Opponent thinking it over, what they're going to do with this 980. Maybe they're trying to think what they're going to do besides that. I don't know. Alright, so lots of options for us here. I think we're going to get an attack in with our 463rd, get some extra damage in on our opponent. And I think we're going to take out their 463rd. And we're going to take out their Panzer. Pass a turn. I mean, we want to hold on to this death from above. We do want our opponent to attack us a little bit to make our Cadet Nurse Corps that much better. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with that 980. I mean, if they go after one of these two, then we will take out the 980, and then we can use our Cadet Nurse Corps even more. Now I think we're just going to double attack it. See what they got next, though. They still got 5 credits to use, so... Alright, Eagle's Claws for our opponent, sure. Okay. That's all they had. Okay. This is a tough one. There's multiple ways we can go here. Go with a Stug. Go with a 110. I think we go with another 109. Our HQ is going to take another whack, but I think I'm going to go with the 109 and the Stug. Next turn, get maximum effect out of this Cadet Nurse Corps. Depends on what our opponent has here. I mean, even a Panzer IV doesn't do too much to us. It can take out our Stug, but you know, we get really maximum impact now out of this Cadet Nurse Corps now. I think that's a big deal. I mean, we take another 3 on our HQ, but... Alright, so they have a Stug of their own. And... I mean, maybe we get away without... Maybe they're trying to decide if they're going to play a 4-credit unit here. They use the Alliance. Okay. Alright, that makes our life a little more difficult. Well, I think we still go Cadet Nurse Corps here. And then I think we... The Stug's actually a little more dangerous, I think. We might have sequenced that incorrectly. That Alliance is a big deal. +2/+2 is a big deal there. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna get some damage in. I guess that's the ball game. Yeah. Oh shoot, I did the math wrong there. That alliance won him the game. Wow, good plays by our opponent. Good plays. Yeah, should have used death from above there, or concentrated our fire on something. Made a mistake. I just made a mistake in that game. Shoot. No, shoot. All right, pretty good hand here. We'll keep it. Abacus Dog. Cool name. I like it. Shoot, that last one, that alliance, that won him the game there. Oh well. We've been on the play almost every single one of these games too. It's a little tougher with this kind of deck, I think. I like being on the draw. All right, well, kind of wanted to see you last turn there, buddy. All right, let's get this 463rd going. This has blitz, so we can always rush that front line next turn. All right, Greyhound for our opponent. Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's attack it first, and then we'll take it out with our flak truck. Move the truck up to the front line. And if we can get a 110 off the top, we'll take that. If not, I think we'll either go Volksgrenadier or Nebelwerfer, depending on what our opponent does. Move this 463rd. Definitely take a 110 off the top, though. Would love to see that here. Alright, a Warhawk for our opponent. Okay. Well, I think that makes our decision much easier. We go with a half track. Move the 463rd up and I get an attack in. So now we really want to see our 110s start showing up here because we have this nice little front line built out. All right, so here we're going to go with a move. We got to get this howitzer down. I think that's important. And then we're going to attack with the 463rd just because it gets a bonus point of damage in. Oh, I guess we can attack with both because it's 0 operation cost. Sometimes I just get a little ahead of myself, I think. So now we got this howitzer ready to go, though. So depending on if our opponent has any... Alright, so they have a blockade, so they double up our Nebelwerfer, but that's okay. We'll take a double up on our Nebelwerfer, that's fine. Because now we can pick off this 30th Regiment here and help out our front line a little bit next turn. Sure. So let's take out that 30th Regiment. Attack that HQ. Keep the pings going on the HQ. And we got through that blockade too, so that was good. Alright, Warhawk coming back. Sure. Okay. Well, here we're going to take out this Warhawk. And here we're going to attack their HQ just to see if we can ping the Warhawk. Okay, we don't get lucky there. Trade with the Warhawk, because we're going to lose that either way. Drop a new flak truck. Give our team a little bit of a boost. Keep after that HQ. So they are playing Britain, so we're starting to get into carpet bombing range. So we just gotta be careful at this point. I think we just gotta keep up the attack. Next turn, I don't really plan on playing this Volksgrenadiers. It's more about attacking their HQ and okay. So a naval bombardment, sure. Then maybe an attack. I mean, we'd be happy with an attack there. We survive it. Plus, with the back crack with the Nebelwerfer really helps us out. And these pioneers are going to move up just to protect our Nebelwerfer. Alright, we get a 110. So let's move up to the front line. Attack the HQ. And let's hit these Balooks. And here I'm going to go with a 109. Because it survives a carpet bombing. So if we can just dodge a carpet bombing for a couple of turns here, that'd be really good. Alright, so a trade, sure. We have plenty on the board right now. Now is when we'd love to see our Cadet Nurse Corps. Alright, 7th Regiment for our opponent, sure. 30th, okay. Alright, let's go with another 109. Let's keep the pressure on their HQ. And here, I think we're going to soften up one of their units. Well, no, I think we're going to go after their HQ. We're going to put it on our opponent here because we have plenty, unless they have some guard units, we have plenty of firepower here in the support line to just win the game outright. So our opponent pretty much has to... Okay, so our flak goes away. Sure. But we get the missing. They trip the missing, so that's good. They do get a draw off that 7th Regiment moving up, but we still have good control of this game. They need a blitz unit here. And the Americans definitely have blitz units, so... Alright, Warhawk, sure. Down to 3 credits. Alright, I think that might win it for us. We get a thanks for the game from our opponent. Let's just go after their HQ. No messing around here. And there we go. Get the win. Alright, thumbs up. Alright, looks like we're right back after it against Hawkier. Sure. Okay, we're going to put that Panzer back. This is a tough one here. I think we're just going to throw one back. Come on, give me one drop. Ah, nuts. Get a mobilization. Alright, well. Okay, the good part is we can take this. If they attack with it, we can take it out right away. So that'd be good. That flak truck can just run in there and just blap the 37 mil. Okay, and they get a BT-7, sure. Okay. Alright, let's go with... I don't just want to throw away this howitzer, so I think I'm going to go with the 35T instead. We'll trade that for the BT-7. Unless our opponent maybe has like a bloody sickle here. But even if they have that... Alright, Katie. Okay. Come on, miss. Ah, nuts. Okay, well, that's trouble. Oof. Lots of trouble now. Oh, we did not want to see a Katie there. Whew, oh boy. This is going to be difficult. Alright, we got to put the Volksgrenadier out. The Volksgrenadier survives everything here. Oh, from the people, man. Oh, and they get another trigger off the Katie, so Volksgrenadier down. Alright, well, let's see. Let's take out this BT-7. So that gives us a chance. That was when we need an Eagle's Claws or something like that. Alright, Alright, T70. We might be falling too far behind here. Okay, Stug, because Stug has smoke screen, so that's good. And we can drop a... Let's see, Nebelwerfer is going to get... Oh, it's going to be 5 to or 6 to operate it, though. Alright, I think we got to go with just... Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't send the... I really dislike the emotional... Like the emoticon... Whatever you call those stupid things. I don't like those anyway, so don't... My advice to everybody in the game is just don't even touch them. Alright, 40-second rifles. Alright, our opponent has us on the ropes here. Blackout does not help. I mean, we gotta just dig and see if we can find something. Alright, Nebelwerfer helps. Death from above helps. Okay, we might be able to claw and fight our way back here. 40-second rifles in the front line is trouble, though. Alright, well, not looking good for our hero here. Alright, let's fire off this death from above, see what we can nab with it. Doesn't matter, we're too far behind anyway. Oh well, too bad. Too bad for us. They got a good start, and they just got underneath us a little bit there. So good, well played by our opponent, but don't spam the emoticons. But anyway, that's going to do it for this draft. 4 and 3, we kind of missed on our second loss. I made a mistake. The first one we lost to that Leopold, and then this one we lost to a good start by an aggressive artillery deck. So, you know, kind of one mistake kind of turned this from a potential 5-win deck into a 4. That's okay. I mean, that's how it goes. So if you like our content, please consider supporting it on Patreon. That's patreon.com/cardspodcast. Or drop by for a stream. Those are coming back in August. And those will be at twitch.tv/cardspodcast. But that's going to do it for this one, everybody. And, we got bonus pack. That's always nice. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.